Hey Sammy, we're going to talk about our trip to Monkey Mia we made.
Yeah.
So we picked up the car on the Friday, and then we had to buy an air compressor and a tyre deflator, some Max Tracks. We went to Monkey Mia. So the first part was going from Perth to Jurien Bay.
Yeah.
You never been to Jurien Bay?
Nope.
And then we went from Jurien Bay to
Northampton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then from Northampton to Monkey Mia, and it was a hell of a long way.
It was a very long way.
Very long way, yeah. Okay, so we worried about fuel, so had to rig up something because it's a brand new car, hadn't had time to do anything. Chucked a couple of containers in the back with the ocky strap and shoved a bit of fuel in. Then we're off to Monkey Mia, and so when we finally arrived at the peninsula, we realised just how big the peninsula is. It's absolutely enormous.
Nice.
If you look on the map, it's the same as if you're going from here to Jurien Bay. Nearly the size of the peninsula is huge.
Yeah, everything is just on a massive scale up there. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like the closest thing is like a 30-minute drive is close.
Yeah. Yeah. So we stopped at Shell Beach. That was the first stop. And there's Sammy at Shell Beach, and the whole beach is like shells.
Shells instead of sand.
Yeah. And that's me and Sammy. That was cute. And then we get to Monkey Mia, woohoo! And we were exhausted, weren't we?
We were.
It was so windy. Yeah, and then we had a look at Monkey Mia. That was Monkey Mia was the sun going down.
It was really pretty.
But it was a very pretty place, very cute, and yeah, it was very nice. So the next morning was you're keen to do the dolphins.
The Monkey Mia dolphin experience.
Yep, and then you find out it's COVID, so you have to stand 1.5 metre groups so you can see little shell potty things to distance yourself. And we got to see the dolphins, and was about these days they can only feed them 20% of their intake,
Yeah.
and only certain ones.
Yeah, to try and keep them as wildlife as they can.
Yes, that reduced the amount of time with them, I think. Then for Monkey Mia, went across to Little Lagoon, Denham, and on to Ocean Park Aquarium. The Little Lagoon is actually not that little, but it's really cute, very cute. And there's cooking facilities and little shade spots along the way. It was very cute.
Hello, forward drive track.
Yep, somebody went forward driving around the sand around Little Lagoon, and that's Sammy in front of Little Lagoon. Very cute. And then we went around and we found where it empties into the sea, and was pretty amazing. Like, there's a really cute river going out, very, very cute. But the really surprising thing was when you actually look at where it goes to the ocean, you think, is the ocean there? And it was we didn't know what we were looking at, and so when we looked out, we think, is that the horizon in the distance? This little slither of the ocean. You think, is that water? Is that whatever? So Sammy took a photo of me out on the sandbar. You see the picture above is the satellite image, and it's just this massive sandbar.
Yeah.
And the stories about how it was built up by the seaweed and stuff, the seagrass.
It's confusing because you can see like the seashore, so like where the water gets to in high tide, but then you can see like there's no water for ages.
Yeah, it was bizarre. Then we went to Denham, had something to eat, and they had the big sandbar hill. They had the cut through the big sandbar. Then we went to the Ocean Park Aquarium.
Yeah, the aquarium was really cool. On like the left, we had the rehabilitation tank where all the fish were being fed and they're like super active, but they were all like jumping out of the water, which I thought was really cool. As you can see, like they got their mouths out of the water. But apparently they've learnt that if they spit at people, like if they spit water up at people, they feed them faster because they're scared. And apparently all the fish have like told each other to do it, so now they all spit to get the food. And then the one in the middle is a stingray that he lost his barb because he obviously stung something. And when they lose their barb, they don't get it back for like 2 years, so they're defenseless. And so that's why he's in there. And then we have the sea snake, which is apparently like the most venomous sea snake. That if you get like bitten by him, like you're dead within like 10 minutes. And this person was like picking it up, and she was basically saying that like although it's really venomous, like it doesn't bite unless like you give it, if you like really make it feel under threat. And then there was like another fish that I thought was really cool, the Nemo fish, the one from like Finding Nemo.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And they like feed the anemone before they feed themselves, and like the anemone like slowly closes on them. And we like found out that the fish are all born like different genders, and then they all change into males, and there's only one queen, and when he dies, a fish changes into a female to be the queen, which I thought was really interesting.
Yeah. And then there was the sharks.
Yeah, the sharks are massive.
There was a tiger shark, and mostly lemon sharks, and gropers and stuff.
Yeah.
It's cute.
That was really.
Yeah. Then we went to Eagle Bluff. You can see on the right how you get this fantastic view. We went at a bad time. Tide was too low, wind was too high. And we took a video from that area you see there. And you see that the wind is just buffeting us. It's so bad. But as you go around, you can see how steep this bluff is and how big the sand area is. And when the weather's good, not rough, and the tide's right, you get a really good view of all the marine animals coming through. It's supposed to be really good. And next one is the way back. We stopped at Point Perrin, which is where the full drive is, all the sand.
At Francois Padon.
Yes, and you wanted to go to the hot springs, but they were closed, so we didn't go. So that was, yeah, there's a cost of it and cost of camp and all that sort of stuff. Put a little envelope. And then on the way back, we heading south, but Sam wanted to go to Pink Lake, so we diverted. And then there was this long dirt road, long straight dirt road too. Just seemed to go on forever, that dirt road. Yeah, and then we went to Pink Lake. There's Sam at the Pink Lake. Big salt pan.
Yeah, I was really worried the lake wasn't going to be pink because we had to divert like an hour to get there. I'm so glad it was pink.
I was giving you a hard time. And on the way back, wanted to stop and see Lensland before we go home. Cute. It was a good trip.
It was a good trip.